It was to say that this week I had a revelation of my own, and that is that the next revolution in surfing is not only youth, it's specifically women's youth.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
Girls.
for sure. Sierra Kerr.
The Sierra Kerr deal kind of solidified it. So she just signed with Volcom. She was on Roxy before. But, I mean, I watch her surf, and I go, there's no more marketable surfer in the world, period. She's like pro-level skater, pro-level surfer. She's a great little golfer. And then I thought, so Jackson Dorian, who's male, but he's
has long hair.
Yeah, he's got long hair. He's been in Nicaragua. He just released a video with Aaron Brooks, kind of a sparring partner of his. And she's, I think, 14 years old, so right in the same age as Sierra Kerr. And she's absolutely shredding. And so in both those scenarios, I thought, what is the big unlock for these kids? And it's Shane Dorian and it's Josh Kerr. Two guys who surfed professionally at the highest level, like A-list professional surfers, traveling the world for 20 years. And then after that, focused on kids, but never stopped traveling, taking their kids with them. I'm presuming that their kids just innately got into surfing, that it wasn't forced upon them. And so the kids are actually phenomenal surfers now in their early teens, benefiting from all of their parents' mentorship, guidance, and world travel. You're talking about learning kind of in real world scenarios. What could be better than world travel?
Completely. I completely agree. You hit not only the parental aspect. So any pro surfer, go have a daughter because that's your future. I suppose.
Exactly.
But also I see that young girls will be inspired by Sierra Kerr and all this in a way that maybe everybody's been marketing at boys so much that I wonder if companies just start shifting. Okay. And young girls who are inspired by Sierra Kerr, Coco Ho, or whoever, then go buy Volcom, go get a board, go surfing. Like, I wonder if that's
how did it take this long?
Yeah, I mean, because look at how slow the surf industry moves. Slow.
Well, yeah, it does.
But I think we're also in a new era of female and where female empowerment is now no longer a buzzword. It is third or fourth or fifth, whatever generation. Like Sierra Kerr is born not thinking I can't do whatever I want to do, right?
Correct.
I would hope.
And at the risk of sounding chauvinistic, she surfs better than female predecessors did.
Yeah.
Just bar none. And I think that that's not in relation. It's probably most in relation to what you were just saying, which was all of these kind of social structures that were in place that just kind of, Carissa Moore didn't have as many female mentors to look up to, and she paddles out at Pipe and she can't get as many waves and all that sort of stuff. Sierra's had a lot more boundaries broken down for her to where now she can kind of take whatever path she wants. And then with the benefit of dad helping her kind of through it all, taking her to the best waves in the world, essentially, is what it comes down to.
I mean, then also all the endless access to wave pools, right? I mean, I wonder how much that progresses somebody like Sierra and at least the air game.
Yeah.
Of, Carissa Moore or Lisa Anderson or whoever else, they didn't have that kind of canvas.
No.
They had to go ply their trade only in the ocean, where Sierra gets to bounce back and forth.
Right. So you guys, I think Derek posted the latest Jamie O'Brien blog or vlog with, the title is Surfing Pipeline with Carissa Moore. I actually watched the video.
Did you like it?
Yeah, I did. And that's part of what I wanted to talk about today too. So we'll get to it. But as it relates to Carissa Moore, first of all, that's what it's titled. That's only 3 minutes of this 30-minute video. Did you watch it?
No.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, he literally does all these other things and then for 3 minutes surfs Pipeline with Carissa Moore. And she actually called him and asked for, I want to get better at pipe. Can you go and show me the ropes?
Which Jamie does famously, right? I mean, he showed Adriano D'Souza the ropes. I think I think there's been a handful of pros that Jamie teaches him pipe.
Which the funny part about it was it looked like he was calling her into the worst waves.
Yeah. If
you watch the footage, she doesn't ever get a barrel.
Oh, really?
She eats crap. Honestly, it was kind of like her. I know she's a great surfer. Out there, she looked completely out of sorts. And Jamie was riding a foamy, a soft top, like a 9 foot,
just
soft,
goofing around.
Dude, he was getting the best waves of the day. Jamie would pull into like perfect barrels, be perfectly positioned, get spit out, and then they'd show Carissa paddling into a closeout, going over the falls and eating it.
Isn't that the part of the thing that makes pipe so difficult though? Is
Of course.
you can't tell what like.
But the point is, he's then saying, yeah, I called Carissa into that wave. And he's out there telling her which waves to go on. And from the footage, she went on straight closeouts and went over the falls time and time again.
And he accidentally went on perfect barrels.
Every time.
Good job, Jamie.
But it was kind of a referendum on the lack of ability, like, or the limit of Carissa's ability. That firstly, I was like, wow. So using Sierra Kerr's, first of all, doing crazier airs than any of the women on tour, just full stop. And she's getting crazy barrels that I've not really seen a lot of I mean, there's some Tyler Wright footage, Carissa, a couple waves at Cloudbreak, and a couple at Backdoor probably too. But then, so I'm just used to watching Sierra Kerr this week. And then watching Carissa Moore at Pipe, I was like, oh my gosh, Carissa's learning how to surf still. Is what the difference looked like. I mean, and then I secondarily was like, oh, that was Jamie. Jamie was the one calling her in.
Wonder, I mean, I just wonder though, if the advancement in female surfing is just on like on a L shape or whatever, like just a rocket, where Sierra is infinitely better than Carissa, and the person who comes after Sierra will be infinitely better than Sierra. But I don't even think that could be possible, right? Sierra surfs literally, from what I can tell, as good as half the guys in the CT.
For sure. Yeah, and there's other examples like Aaron Brooks, Sky Brown, that little girl from YouTube. Like, there's a generation. It's all kind of happening at once. And on the male side, there is too. Yeah. Jackson Dorian, this little kid, this like 8-year-old kid out of, I think it's Argentina or Peru, that I see clips with every once in a while, just freaking shredding.
Yeah.
You know, so it's a youth movement, which is an interesting little detail here is they're COVID immune.
They are.
In 2020, where all of the adults are cowering in their quarantine, the kids are like, screw it, plane ticket to Costa Rica or to Nicaragua.
Gonna go rip one. Yeah. Good on them.
Yeah.
Well, that's exciting about the future of surfing. That is antidepressive right there.
It's antidepressive, and I will also throw some of the limelight on the dads.
Yeah, I mean, of course. Well, I would imagine that both, or Josh in this case, since he has a daughter, I mean, he must have just not ever had a barrier up for Sierra. I mean,
definitely.
Yeah, let's go rip some, reeling, reefy barrels. Let's go hit that section, hit it harder.
Everywhere that I'm going, come along.
Yeah.